bad guys when this program's introduced, which we totally don't mind. Just be like, it's enterprise fault. But, you know, we help you to fix the correct behavior, essentially, right? We are looking for, depending what it is that's important to you. So ch02 actually helps you to create reports where they notify you they're speeding, so we know that burns a lot more gas if they're speeding. It notifies you if we're doing sharp turns, harsh brakes, you know, whatever it is that you want to fix or whatever it is that the city is struggling with, or if we don't want them to go into the restaurant because they're driving a company vehicle, we just wanted to go home in the city or just the city location, like it notifies you of all of that stuff. It's a very smart program. So that, yes, there is a cost to it, but being a city, it's actually free to get your devices. There's no cost for that. So what is a cost is your monthly, but usually fixing their behavior pays for the monthly itself in the long run. So that's what we've seen success on. And then the more we continue to recycle your fleet and refresh it, you'll have Rob coming in 2 to 3 times a year making these types of recommendations, is to always look for operational savings and see where we can get better. So that's essentially what we pay for in our lease, is having Rob come out and, you know, make these recommendations for you all.
And ch02 can be added at any time, or it has to come with a new car?
No, it can be added at any time. And I can endorse you. We have ch02 in our car, and it keeps me on it. I got unplugged.
Well, you mentioned the card in an aspect. It sounded like somebody could go down the street to the Exxon with the card when the truck isn't there. Fleet cards I've had, you have to enter in information at the pump, like mileage, to where if you were putting it in your personal car, that mileage is going to get out of sync. And
yes, and the website actually helps to catch that too. This one just kind of lets you know in very real time and you get an email.
But I mean, if we didn't have that, there's still a way to monitor.
Yes. Yeah. No, we have that on the website.
We have that. We have to put in our mileage, everything.
Yeah, and then the driver puts in an ID,
Yeah,
so they
we
have
have
their
to
own
have
ID.
ID.
What's
So
the
we know
difference
what.
in modern or real-time versus?
Yeah, it would be able to be like, hey, that car's parked here, but they're filling it down here. That doesn't add up. So we'd be able to, you'd be able to catch that very,
Work on that nightclub.
There's like electric charging stations out front.
All right, thank you guys very
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good
Have a
day.
good evening.
Bye.
So when will we hear from you again, would you say, in another 2
So,
years, or what?
I mean, honestly, this is up to y'all. Whenever
Okay.
you'd like for us to come back, we are more than happy to. Absolutely.
Well,
Yeah.
it's been very educational.
Yeah, it's been-
I think
So,
maybe once a year
we
or-
do present annual client reviews
Okay.
annually where we compare to the year prior. As you guys continue with the partnership, we'll have a lot more data and be
Right.
fully implemented, so that definitely when we start rolling those out, we'll definitely come back to you.
There's a trend in the resale market we'd like to know, because right now, it's trucks and SUVs are 80+% of the market.
Yeah.
So if there's something that starts changing, hey, maybe we need to work a few cars in or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'd like to know it.
Of course.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Be at the top of the pyramid, not the bottom.
Makes sense.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Next, we have consider approval of engineer's recommendation of award for the Long Avenue paving improvements.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Nikki Thomas, I'm Jay Thomas Engineering. We put out the plans for both the Phase 1, Phase 2 of Long Avenue. We received 6 bids on it. We kind of did it in a base bid, alternate bid scenarios, where we did the first section from the Boulevard up to Thurston as base bid on the project, and then did an alternate bid from Thurston over to Sheena Street. So we received 6 bids. The apparent low bidder, or the low bidder on it, was Patcon Construction. They came in with a base bid at $319,880.93. Had an alternate bid of $340,817.43, and a total combined bid of $660,698.36 for the low bid. So if you didn't combine that, it'd be $660,000 on that. We have reviewed the recommendations that they have provided. I did talk to several cities and several developers. They gave us recommendations on what we received. Out of the 4 phone calls that I made, I received 4 glowing recommendations, and therefore, based on our findings, we recommend that they be awarded the contract with the city council so as sees fit.
Explain to them what the alternate versus the, base bid, or did you?
I did, yes, sir.
In other words, it's all wrong, so.
Is it only long, because I thought there was several things listed there.
No, sir, it's just Long Street. Now, you'll have it goes through a couple of intersections there, but basically it's long from the boulevard all the way up to Sheena Street, with Thurston being the dividing line between
So-
phase 1 and phase 2.
So Marvin, is this not resolution 11-10-10?
If you go under, I messed it up.
Say that's farther down.
It's under the paperwork's under resolution 110-1110. It's towards the back of that, MJ Thomas has his letterhead on it. That's all related to this project.
So do you have a PDF page number, maybe?
I don't have one.
So are we not doing
58-ish.
from Sheena to Jacksboro, is that not ours?
Sheena to Jacksboro is part of the city,
Yeah,
but it wasn't
it's
part of the
ours.
scope of what we were working
So
on.
why are we not finishing the block out if we've done that much?
We're going all, but this is curb and gutter, but we're going to where the curb and gutter is, it doesn't go all the way up. But the street itself, we will be doing it all.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't catch this as this current gutter, I guess.
Yeah, it's just curb and gutter.
And it-
We got to do that first before we can do the road.
And what was the price again?
Base bid was $319,880.93. The alternate bid was $340,817.43. And then the combined bid between the alternate and base, $660,698.36.
And that's curb and gutter of Long
Mhm.
from,
The boulevard, the base bid was from Long to Thurston, and then the alternate bid was from Thurston to Shannon. There was a few areas, that had to be replaced in there, had to put in, like a valley gutter across one of the intersections, and there's, I think that was over there at, Almena, where it ties in, is where we had a little bit of that, but otherwise the rest of it's pretty much driveway replacement, curb and gutter, and some minor pavement replacement.
what, seems expensive just for the curb and gutter.
Well, they were the low bidder by about $200,000. Out of the 6 bids, yeah. I mean, the bids ranged, I mean, and they were all bidding in the same line items, but the high bid was $1.34 million.
So that doesn't concern you that the low bidder's $200,000 less?
The price is not far off from what we originally anticipated. I think right now in this economy, I think a lot of contractors are busy, and I think they're throwing money at some of this stuff. So, we did talk with the contractor, he felt like he had everything covered in there.
You understand what I'm asking?
I totally understand what you're asking, and like I said,
Just don't wanna find out that he forgot something halfway through and he's trying to make it up.
yeah, and I did, like I said, I did talk with a couple of them. I talked to the city of Weatherford. They have an ongoing, contract with them for street reconstruction type stuff. They said they're doing a fantastic job. They'd hire them back. I talked with, I believe it was the city of Crowley as well. Don't hold me to that city name, but whatever I recall off the top of my head. And they said they've been doing projects for them and that they'll continue to hire them to do stuff. So, I don't,
Does this include that section of Long right by the gas station?
it does not include the curb and gutter for the gas station, but everything excluding that pretty much. That's in disrepair. Jeremy and I, walked the entire thing and we went through and said, okay, here are the sections that are bad, that have to be replaced, and then.
Oh, so this doesn't even do all of it?
This does not get everything. This basically, what's good out there, we're trying to keep, right? So, what was bad is getting pulled out and removed, so that was definitive. And then I went back and evaluated elevations and grades on the curb and gutter, because that's part of the reason why some of it's, is dilapidating as badly as it is right now. So, we we removed